welcome back to my channel. How you're doing? Hope you're good and fine. Today I'm going to be sharing with you professions in the health sector that pay you more than a nurse, and some of these professions are on the healthcare visa. So let's get right into this video. If you're interested in knowing more about this, then stick to the end of this video. First on this list is head of departments and head of facilities or estates management. Now in the NHS, you know that the NHS is very broad and wide, so they have a lot of facilities, estates and buildings that need to be managed. So if you are a civil engineer or somebody who has had an experience, you don't even need to be an engineer, who has had an experience in hoteling management and you have managed estates in the past, then this is a very good experience for you, which you can dive into in the NHS. You basically be managing the estates of the NHS, the trust, their buildings, their facilities, okay? And sometimes in the NHS, you have a whole department separate from the clinical part of the NHS. So this non-clinical part and the estates are what you are going to be managing. These people are placed on a band 7 and a minimum of a band 6 in the NHS. The more you stay, the more you rise on the ladder and increase in your banding. Next on my list is chief pharmacy technician. Now, pharmacy technicians are people who are not pharmacists, they're not registered, but they move around with drugs and distribute medications from department to department. Some of them replenish medications on the shelves in the pharmacy. Now, if you have stayed long in the NHS as a pharmacy technician, you can be promoted to a chief pharmacy technician. You'll be amazed that chief pharmacy technicians in the NHS earn as much as a band 6 in the NHS, even more than band 5 nurses. So this is also a career route. If you're somebody who is interested in pharmacy, you can get into training programs as pharmacy technicians and grow up the ladder in what you do and become a chief pharmacy technician and go into a band 6. Next on my list is mortuary and bereavement managers. Now in the NHS, we know you have it, and also we need management of this department. So if you're somebody who has already been working the portrait department, okay, people who move people around, or you're somebody who is into health, okay, you can actually apply for this position. But most of these positions require you to already be working in the NHS trust already, okay, or have some experience or background in health, or be working in a care home. If you have been working in the care home and have been dealing with losses and deaths, then this becomes a leeway for you to apply for jobs like this as a chief bereavement and mortuary manager, and you can earn as much as a band 6, £32,000 in the UK as a starting salary on this job. The next on my list is medical equipment and connectivity lead. Now, if you're somebody who is a tech savvy person, an engineer, especially who deals with electronic and electrical things, this is a job for you. Now, if you have experience in medicine or medical equipment already somewhere before you came to the UK, or you have been working in the medical department, medical equipment and electronics in the UK, this is a great job. And as you can see here, I'm dealing with only band 6 roles. This job is started on a band 6. What do? They ensure the equipment are in order, they ensure they are tested correctly, timely distribution, documentation of all the electronics available in the trust, ensuring that none is missing, creating policies for electronic use and safe use of medical electronics. It is a vast role, but the good thing is that it is well paying and the startup salary is from a band 6. The other thing we have is a lab scientist, analyst, test analyst trainer. Now, if you are a biomedical scientist or a lab scientist in Nigeria, or you work in a teaching hospital or in India or whatever part of the world you have been working, and you usually train people, then this job fits you perfectly. You can actually become an analyst trainer and train people who will be running tests in the labs, and you are paid a good money for this. But you have to be used to the processes and things available in the UK before you can get this job, okay? And this job starts on a band 6. The other thing that you can also look into is estate compliance officer estate property managers, anything that deals with estate. So if you're somebody who is into real estate even before you came to the UK, okay, somebody who manages properties before you came to the UK, you can actually manage the estates of the NHS, because this is all about experience. We are bringing this experience from private property management into clinical NHS property management. All you need to do is to tailor your CV according to the job. So if you are somebody who is into estates and property, you can actually apply for estate property management or estate compliance officers, because NHS has a lot of buildings. Some of them have people who look into ensure that their properties are compliant to the laws of the land, and the people who are staying in these apartments or using these apartments are complying to the laws required to ensure safety in the buildings. Remember, in the UK, health and safety is very, very important. Whoever is in charge of compliance in these estates has to ensure that people are doing the right things at the right time, people are keeping the place safe, and that the NHS is doing its own bit to ensure people are safe in their properties. So it is a big role, but it is not too far-fetched. You have to tick a lot of boxes. You have to know the regulations for buildings and estates, the things that need approval for, things that need to be checked, fire safety, checking water safety, valves, alarms, things like that. Those are the things people do, but they earn good amount of money, and they start as a band 6 on the NHS. We also have fire safety officers, mechanical and electrical change handlers. Now, fire safety officers, as the name implies, are people who ensure that measures are put in place to protect the place from fire outbreaks. They do fire drills according to the protocol of the trust or wherever they work in the UK, be it even any company. So if you have an experience in fire safety, you've worked in a fire safety department before, or you are the fire safety champion or manager where you're coming from, you can actually apply for this job, and they are good and well paying jobs. Now, you can also work as a mechanical or electrical hand changer. So as people have to handle the electric and mechanical aspects of things in organizations and in places of work. So if you have a background of engineering or some knowledge of electrical and mechanical jobs, this job is a good job for you, and you also earn good money doing this job. We also have procurement business manager. Procurement business managers earn good amount of money. You see how large organizations can be in the UK and how they ensure they provide everything that workers need for their safety and for smooth running of organizations. The procurement officer is in charge of all of this. Now, if you are somebody who has experience in procuring things, you've handled large amount of goods, large amount of projects, large amount of procurements over time, and you have experience in this, in data management, in inventory keeping, then this job is good for you. Once you have experience, then it is good for you. And the good thing is it starts on a good pay scale. Now, these are just a few professions or courses or jobs that you can actually do in the UK that are not nursing related and will pay you good amount. And that one on the list is accounting services and audit services. These people, oh my god, and business analysts, they make a lot of money, or financial analysts. I'm going to do another video and explain how these people make a lot of money in the UK. Now, they may not be on the shortage occupation, but they are on the skilled worker list. Now, if you have experience in any form of accounting or business analyst, okay, go out there and look for a job. Nursing is not the only job that gives you good money in the UK. I hope this video has helped somebody. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.